Alright, I really wasn't going to review this game because I wasn't going to play it in the first place. I don't like horror games. I don't like games that keep me stressed out the entire time. But I decided to play this game just so that I can make this stupid video. Okay, it's not stupid. It's supposed to be kind of funny, so please give it a view. And if you find it funny, maybe give it a like as well. Thank you. Okay, but here's the thing. When I was playing the game to make that video, I was expecting to be more scared or have more what the fuck moments, but actually, I was a little disappointed. See, I thought or was of the notion that Silent Hill games were tense and scary, and that's why I never had the courage to play any of them till now. But it turned out to be quite the opposite. Don't get me wrong, the game has its tense moments and the eerie feeling that horror games are supposed to have, right until you pick up your first weapon. Because then this little helpless schoolgirl turns into a freaking Jedi with a steel pipe. Okay, not a Jedi exactly, but the game does instantly turn you from staying the fuck away from the demon monsters to actively picking a fight with them just to bash their demon head into demon goo. The game turning into a combat focused game where I can fight the demons instead of running or hiding from them turned the fear factor to very minimal. The setting is still creepy and the sound design adds to that creepiness, but once you realize that you can fight whatever horror that comes at you, not to mention the enemies have certain similar combos that you can dodge and counter, the game honestly turns into a fighting game with monsters. Also, this ugly looking freaking puppet somehow got a hold of the entire stock of kitchen knives from all the houses in the town. Imagine living in that town. Imagine being a little schoolgirl. With all the stress of life, stress of parents, stress of classes, stress of studying for tests, maybe even bullied a little. Maybe other girls made fun of your clothes, made fun of your hair. All the pressures of doing well in life, doing well to have a good career. You know, a normal school teenager's life. But then, suddenly, you have to fight demons. I mean, on top of all the things you have to endure as a teenager, now life has thrown lemons at you in the shape of ugly looking demons, armed with all of the town's kitchen knives, and you have to not only outrun them, but also fight them with a steel fucking pipe. Unbelievable. I wouldn't survive, bro. I would just give up. Anyways, back to the game. Since most of the game has fighting, the combat mechanics are okay. I mean, you are playing as a teenage girl who probably has never hit a person ever in her life, is now forced to fight monsters and bosses. So she moves accordingly and fights accordingly. But even then, she can dodge pretty quickly and hit hard. After a few fights, you can honestly get the combat mechanics down and it becomes easier and you can take down the enemies even without getting hit. I played it in the easy difficulty because honestly I was scared to get into the game in the first place. So if you really want a challenge, then you can choose the hard mode, but it may be a little frustrating. The boss fights are pretty interesting and sometimes difficult, so you may die a lot, but they are manageable once you get to know the combos, which are not that much. So it's just a matter of dodging and hitting hard. But the boss designs and the attacks are really cool and gruesome. The other major aspect of the game is puzzle solving, and it also has two difficulties, easy and hard. But honestly, if you're good at solving any decent puzzles, then it won't be a challenge to solve the puzzles in this game. The hard puzzles do require a little bit of thinking, but I still managed to figure out things pretty quickly. Visually, Silent Hill F is one of the best looking games of this year. Not only does it look great, but runs pretty great too. The previous game that I reviewed, Dying Light the Beast, was also similar, but Silent Hill F nails it on the visuals, creating the eerie, creepy, foggy, horror-esque maps that horror games are supposed to have. The house, the fields, even the monster designs are absolutely impeccable and impressive, so much so that I was admiring the visuals of the game more than I was demon hunting. Man, we were supposed to have amazing graphics in all games, but all we got were a buttload of unoptimized, ugly-looking games, and only a few that actually run and look good. Anyways, Silent Hill F is an impressive looking game with an amazing atmosphere and sound to go with, albeit with a slow combat. It's not as scary as I thought it would be. It has its moments, but nowhere near of keeping me stressed out the entire time. But here's the thing, I did not hate or love this game. It's one of those games that while I was playing, I kept on playing and going forward with the story, but once I stopped playing, I didn't feel the urge to start it up again. Now I know there are Silent Hill fans who would love this game very much, but to me, personally, who hasn't played any other Silent Hill games, this game was honestly indifferent. It's not a bad game, far from it, but it didn't make me jump back in. And also knowing that I would need multiple playthroughs to get all the endings and storyline, yeah, that wasn't happening. But maybe it might be different for you. Even with the amazing visuals and good puzzles and monster designs and combat and everything that makes this game a good game, it doesn't make me come back to it, and I think that's okay. Not all games are made for everyone, but still, it's a good Silent Hill game, and if you're a fan of Silent Hill games, then there's a good chance you would love this one too. That's all for this review, hope you like it. Please give a like, subscribe and all the good things. YouTube algorithm as usual is kinda doing its own thing, so please support creators, me, and also your favorites, but also help me reach 1,000 subs. Thank you and I'll see you in the next one.